So hi guys, this is RoboZone TV. I have a very exclusive interview. It's not too often we get to interview a team that comes from Texas. You know, we're from Michigan, right? But I have a member of the world famous RoboWranglers with me. So Adrian, give us your full name.
Awesome. My name is Adrian Emerson. I'm the lead teacher for the RoboWranglers, and I started with 148 in 2010. Before that I was with 229 and 191.
So a little bit of history with them.
A little bit of history, yeah. Yep,
so how are you guys doing this weekend so far?
We're doing really well. As a lot of you guys know, we rebuilt our entire robot this build season at two regionals, Lone Star North and Las Vegas. We used our entire withholding at both of those events, and we're finally to the point where we feel really, really great about our intake, about our shooter, and we're just doing a little bit of tweaks on auto mode, and then I think we'll be really good.
And what division are you in? If
We're in Tesla.
Tesla. So
yep.
Well, I'm in Curry, and I have one in Archimedes, so awesome. A little bit all over the place.
Yeah.
So do you think the competition is going to get more intense?
Yeah, I think so. I think what we're seeing in divisions right now in quals is definitely a little bit higher caliber than some of the regionals we were seeing. I think it's only going to get better as we get alliances that that choose each other because they complement each other and really show how Steamworks I think was meant to be played, where you have some specialty shooters with some specialty gear robots, and they kind of work together to get the ball bonus, get the gear bonus, and then hopefully all hang at the end and see where it comes out. So I think it's going to be really good this weekend.
Now, St. Louis was more of a scoring fest, right? There was focus more on scoring than it seemed to be that way from what we reviewed and we saw in the finals and that. So do you think that St. Louis is going to be different and that things will end up to be more defense-based?
You know what? I don't know. I think that because St. Louis, more districts feed into St. Louis than fed into Houston. I think that there are a lot of robots here that have proven robots, that have played a lot of matches, that have decent strategy, that have good drivers, that are practiced, and so. I don't know. I actually, in our division, I think I expect to see a lot of offense. Right now I'm not expecting a ton of defense, but I haven't been watching the other divisions, so I'm not exactly sure, what's going on there. But, I think in most recent years on Einstein, with 2015 excluded because obviously we're on different sides of the field, but last year, it was really, for most of the alliances on Einstein, they were going with either 3 cyclers or at least 3 robots trying to score points with not classic defense, robot bashing, there was some ball defense and stuff that was played, but for the most part I thought everybody was scoring, and that kind of seems to be where the trend was going, at least at the regional and district championship level. So I'm excited to see how the game evolves here, but right now, at least in Tesla, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be seeing a ton of defense, at least for a while.
So we cater to everyone that wants to learn about robotics, even people that are just getting used to robotics, right? So give everyone a little bit of an input on the history of the RoboWranglers.
Sure. RoboWranglers are very lucky. We're an original and sustaining team. So we've been around since 1992, and we started out at Dallas Christian School, which is about an hour away from us, but we were working with, back then it was E-Systems, and they had started a team, and they're from Greenville, so they had started this team with Dallas Christian School. The next year in '93, Greenville High School got involved, and E-Systems changed to Raytheon, which changed to L3, but it's always the same company.
Level.
That's exactly. But they've been our sponsor since we started. Innovation First came on. There was actually Tony and Bob were 2 guys that worked at L3. Decided to start their own company, and they are doing spectacularly well, and they have come on as our sponsor since the beginning of their company as well. And so we've been with Greenville High School for 26 years, like I said, and when I started at Greenville High School in the fall of '09, we had 26 kids on the RoboWranglers, and that was the only students in robotics that we had in the whole district. Right now, we have robotics 5 through 12th grade, and we have 500 students at a district level involved in robotics. So in the past 8 years, we've expanded robotics at our district.
Did you say 500?
Yeah, 500. And we have...
She said 5. 5 with 2 zeros.
Yep, and that's 126 competition robotics teams at our district. That's only 5,000 students. So 500 is pretty big for a district that has 5,000 students.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah. Our district is so supportive. They've really embraced robotics as an educational tool. So we have classes, we have electives, we have after-school stuff. It's sensational. I can't imagine working for a better district. They are so supportive.
Wow. So I hope you guys get a championship this weekend. I hope I have a chance for a championship this weekend.
That's right.
If there's
the goal.
anything that you can do to inspire, one of the things that we want to do is we want to inspire new, adults that may watch this and say, hey, I want to start a team. They don't have a team yet.
Yeah.
So give us a little bit of input. If you met me for the first time, and we kind of just met for the first time the other day, right? So I'm starting a new team, right? So what would the suggestion that you give me? How would you approach it by starting a new team?
I would say to always remember that the robot is a tool for the goal,
Right.
which is, in my opinion, to have fun, to learn STEM concepts that will help the students and even the adults in their future, careers, college choices, and things like that. And then one of my biggest goals also in the program is to make connections and make friends. So I would say that building a robot is the tool to make all that happen.
Right. Right.
And so it's great. But one of the things we say on the RoboWranglers is winning the championship is the goal, but it's not how we measure success.
Okay.
And so we measure success by, did we have fun? Did we make friends? And did we have a good experience at the events and during the build season? So I think that's the biggest piece of advice. Focus on that kind of stuff, and just use the robot to help with that. So.
Well, Adrian, I want to thank you for taking time. I took you away from your scouting team. You got finished with lunch, and we just went to lunch. So it's kind of like high school. There's A lunch, B lunch, and C lunch.
Yep.
Well, I want to thank you for giving up time from your scouting to come on here and record this. And this is going up today.
Awesome.
And
Well,
I'll send you
thanks
the
so
link
much.
to
Yeah.
it.
Thanks so much for having me.
But this is day two of St. Louis, which is the best championship. We're not saying Houston's not good. We're just saying better here, right? But I want to thank you for coming on. Thank you for representing your team very well.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having me.